In life, we get posed with many questions, and while we find answers to some, others spike a sense of confusion. In this video, we will look at one of the most frequently asked questions. Why do bad things happen to good people? So many people have their own opinion, while some are confused and most times want to ask if goodness is truly rewarded. This is Above Yourself, a self-growth channel dedicated to your development, and we will help you find out why good people sometimes experience bad things. Firstly, are there good people? This can be answered in several ways. For those who hold a belief in the Christian faith, good people are formed from a regeneration based on Christ. This belief is also held by other religions. Outside religion, some people have termed good people by what they have done or how they have handled issues pertaining to humanity. Some people have termed good people because charity activities. Several people have taken it up as a duty to always reach out to the less privileged or people who don't have enough to meet their needs. These sets of people never turn away their eyes from the hungry, naked, sick, and so on. And because of this wonderful act, they are termed good people. Philanthropic activities. This is another reason that has made some people earn the name of a good person. They render help out of the abundance they have. Rendering help without being asked for it is not the act of every wealthy man. Their possession is theirs and they worked for it, but some of them would help the needy out of a passion for humanity. Many are called people because of their philanthropic activities. Doing more than the reward. Some people would greatly ensure that a particular person or group of subjects get the best of their services. For instance, a teacher who is paid for a 2-hour session may decide to run for extra hours without any extra fee just to ensure that his students get the very best. Several activities have made many earn the name of a good person. This video's major focus is to highlight why bad things happen to these supposed good people. Keep watching to know why evil comes on the good fellows. Many who have preached Christianity have found it difficult to provide a good answer to this question. This could be because the question sounds more like a complaint over a specific plight. Whichever way it sounds, people want to know why the all-loving God allows bad kinds of stuff to come upon people who have been doing the good will. To create a better version of you. This may sound funny. You may wonder how going through pain or bad circumstances make me any better. Well, we will be seeing how this answers the question. As humans, we have our wonderful desires, and when we pray, we are precise about them. For instance, a college student who wants to be the best in his class without having an idea how the courses would be could take his request to God in prayer and ask for assistance. Now, he gets into college and discovers that some of the courses were hell difficult. He may begin to think that the prayers were not answered, but how do you become the best without having work to show for it? He wants to become the best, right? Here are the difficult courses for him to try out and conquer. He has to go through normal circumstances to get his desires. He has to work hard if he was not too dedicated before then. He has to be more up and doing so he can appreciate the result. Just as the others who don't have belief in God work to get their success, he also has to put in the effort to get his. When he gets the result, he would appreciate it because he worked for it. There can't be the best if there is no hurdle to surmount. There can't if there are no competitors to beat. There can't be the best if there is no work to be done. What makes you become a better person may not be good. It may be too demanding and exhausting. In essence, if you ask God for wisdom, then you need troubles and problems to solve. If you ask God for peace, then there should be some war and disagreements to settle. There are always difficulties coming through good desires. Can you see a bottom without a top? Can you tell a depth without a plane? In the same way, there are good and bad things, and these bad things do come upon people to make them better. It is the same way bad things come upon to the good to make them a better version of themselves, to make them stronger. We get to remember God for when we face pain. You want to really see if this is the reason, right? I mean, why would God allow pain to get my attention? As humans, the waves and pleasure of life could make one forget his creator, go out of the way, and become bad. God foresees this and calls our attention, but sometimes because we call it all rosy, we ignore it and don't even care if he exists. But when the pain comes and we cannot make it up ourselves, we remember that there is a God who is all-powerful and able to succor us. For instance, a good man who has been busy doing charity works out of his numerous blessings may soon forget that God exists because of too much business. This work becomes a kind of idol that takes our mind far from God. Of course, the Lord would talk to you through your conscience, but sometimes we allow what we feel, see, and experience generally get the best of us. But if something bad should happen and the situation tells us there may be no good result from man-made help, we get to remember the God of our former days. For instance, if you lose your job and you've been trying to get one before you go bankrupt, and all to no avail, you would want to turn to the Lord, who can render help. In this case, we get to pray, maintain fellowship, and seek help from God. You even get to pray to remind God we have pains. Bad things happen to good people because God uses them to make good people grow. Getting to this point of this video may prompt a question. How does pain make one grow? Many say it distorts growth, but what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Sometimes we can try hard on something, give it our best, and put in the work, only for us to get a result different from excellent. It causes frustration and it causes discouragement. You want to quit, but you didn't for no particular reason. You pick up strength and go for again if you fail, and again till you get your desired result. This is what pain can make you become. Despite being good and hardworking, you may still experience failure, and that causes you a lot of pain. When you don't quit, you become stronger and grow to conquer the mistakes that prompted the previous unpleasant result. In the Christian Bible, there are several occurrences when people suffer worse experiences, making them grow and stick closer to God. We have cases of Job who lost all of his possessions even though he never for once turned his eye from the poor. He was a philanthropist and even a believer in God, but still, he had an unpleasant experience. According to the book of Job, he lost all of his acquirements and even his children, suffered plagues and afflictions, and saw hell, yet maintained his integrity and believed in God. In the end, according to the record of the same book Job, he was later blessed with enough, more than what he had initially. He became well, great, and all right again. The pain could have sunk him, but he didn't quit. Instead, he grew in faith in God, and he was handsomely rewarded for that. In this video, we've seen the possibility of the existence of good people and the reason bad things happen to them. This brings us to the end of the video. Let us know what you think about why bad things happen to good people in the comments section below. Do well to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and enable your notification to get more video updates. Thanks for watching till the end. See you in the next video.